Markets are crashing as DC is rising up against the authoritarian takeover of our city. And I also have Stephen Chung, who is a White House director and looks exactly what it would look like when the evil is seeping out of your skin. Stephen Chung responding to all of this. Here is the market crashing. I'm just going to play a little bit.
Breaking news right now, and a spike in the producer price level of inflation. Take a look. Markets are selling off.
So markets are crashing because Donald Trump's tariffs have caused inflation, and the markets are freaking out because people are going to have less money to go and spend on things. And so here is what the Lincoln Project did to it. And I hope I don't get copyright stricken for this. How do you say that? Copyright striked?
Breaking news right now, and a spike in the producer price level of inflation. Take a look. Markets are selling off here because the July PPI came in up 0.9%, worse than the estimated up 0.2%. This is the headline number. It was expected up 0.2, came up 0.9%. Year over year, it is up 3.3% versus an estimate of up 2.5%. Now, when you look at core, it's also troubling because in the core PPI, it was up 0.9% versus an estimate of 0.2%. Year over year, the core up 3.7%, also higher than the estimated expectation, which was up 2.9%. These numbers have caused markets to drop. The Dow Industrial is down 105, the Nasdaq down 71, and the S&P 500 lower by 19. We want to take a look at producer prices with the Transportation Secretary. Sean Duffy will be here to talk about other things like the modernization of the FAA, as well as the investment in space. But we're going to start off with getting his...
Anyways, you get the idea. It's not good. And it's something what we all predicted. So Donald Trump is going to pretend like this isn't happening. He's going to say this is... What is he going to say? It's fake stocks? I mean, it is what it is.
Excuse me. Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one.
But Donald Trump is not going to pretend like this is real. And we're all suffering because of Donald Trump's stupid decisions around tariffs, who MAGA thinks is actually a great idea, and it's not. Real quick while you're watching this video, if you could like this video and leave a comment of about 7 words or more, YouTube is downranking these videos. If you look at the page, there's not as many views as there used to be. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Melania Trump sent an email. But regardless, there is a way that you can boost it is by hitting like and leaving a comment, and it would help so much get this in front of more people. Thank you. Now, we're also suffering here in DC because Donald Trump has militarized the streets, and DC is actually rising up. I got a few clips for you here. One of which is, this is actually a member, we found out now, this is a member of the DOJ, a DOJ employee who was subsequently fired for throwing a sandwich at the police. I want to normalize throwing sandwiches at police officers who are breaking their oath to the Constitution. I think we should normalize that. No, I don't think you should actually do it, but I don't mind that it happened. And DC also is experiencing... Look at this. Look at this. So if you don't know, this is 14th Street, which is, I guess, I don't know if it's technically downtown, but it's certainly lower part of DC. And police here have actually created fencing and like stop zones where they just stop cars and investigate them with no due process. And here is, as you can see, residents here not very pleased about it and creating a scene, which I'm very, very happy about. And we also have some footage here of a man telling police officers that they can disobey unlawful orders, which is what these are.
These are your own fucking citizens. These are homeless people. You guys are fucking crook. Don't let them do this to you. It's abusive to you, and now you are gonna get fucked when you're fucked up and you have to go to the VA and they cut all your services. Refuse now. Do not do this. You have the obligation to refuse unlawful orders. Okay?
I think we should normalize that, which is not illegal at all, and it doesn't involve any sort of physical contact, is shaming these people because what they're doing is wrong. And the military exists to protect us from foreign enemies. We are not the enemy. Homeless people are not the enemy in this country. Using the military against its own citizens is despicable, quite frankly. And I'm glad that man spoke up. We need more people to do it. Stephen Chung is upset that Gavin Newsome actually is actually winning the media war right now. And he had this, I mean, I'm not going to read all this, but he's obviously trying to parody Donald Trump and the insane things that he tweets each day in all caps, which we have talked about here. And he said here, could be the worst day of your life, which, I mean, how soft are these people? Because they're saying that he was threatened Donald Trump's life. They're calling it an assassination attempt. Are you kidding me? After an assassination attempt on POTUS over just a year ago, Gavin Newsom, in an unhinged post, appears to be calling for something even worse. What's worse than assassination? What a vile piece of shit. Go fuck yourself, he says. Anyways, obviously this is getting to them, and I'm glad he's doing it. Someone needs to be doing it, and I'm glad someone is, and thank you to Gavin Newsom for actually speaking up. Now, I want to end with this. I feel like we have forgotten how far we have fallen in this country. I came across this, and I hope you watch it, because my hope is that we can get back to this. I can't believe I'm sharing a George Bush clip, but the thing that I want to inspire in you is that it used to be that we had disagreements, but we were all under the umbrella of being an American. We all had kind of like a shared identity. It wasn't Republican or Democrat as much as it was American, and we had disagreements about policies and taxes, but we all kind of knew that whoever won the election was the winner, and we'd give them the opportunity to lead. And here's George Bush. I can't believe it. Here's George Bush showing dignity and grace. And I'll leave you with that. And if you please would like this video and subscribe, I'd love it so much. And I'll see you next time.
Good morning. Last night, I had a warm conversation with President-elect Barack Obama. I congratulated him and Senator Biden on their impressive victory. I told the President-elect he can count on complete cooperation from my administration as he makes the transition to the White House. I also spoke to Senator John McCain. I congratulated him on a determined campaign that he and Governor Palin ran. The American people will always be grateful for the lifetime of service John McCain has devoted to this nation. And I know he'll continue to make tremendous contributions to our country. No matter how they cast their ballots, all Americans can be proud of the history that was made yesterday. Across the country, citizens voted in large numbers. They showed a watching world the vitality of America's democracy and the strides we have made toward a more perfect union. They chose a president whose journey represents a triumph of the American story, a testament to hard work, optimism, and faith in the enduring promise of our nation. Many of our citizens thought they would never live to see that day. This moment is especially uplifting for a generation of Americans who witnessed the struggle for civil rights with their own eyes, and 4 decades later, see a dream fulfilled.